Okay, good morning, everyone. Today is a happy day for me and the entire Visionaries crew, and we also have two important dignitaries' birthdays today. First one being one of Visionaries' best mentees' birthday. So, in the name of Victor, and today happens to be my principal's birthday. Icon I look up to and always um, taught me the best and of the best out of life. So, in the name of my amiable governor, um, in the name of Sheriff Oboruri, today is his birthday. So I'll be celebrating him today by dropping today being the 19th of June. So I'll be celebrating him and my mentee today in the name of Pastor Victor by dropping this video for the entire Vision X crew. This is small but mighty. We are small here but mighty. We don't need crowd. The crowd brings distraction, and trading is like a long journey. When you bring more people into your life in trading, they will try to give you different views that might, no matter what, even though you're professional traders, you start having different views about leaving your market or changing your strategy. Or in Vision X here, we are swing traders and we look for the best opportunities that can make us go to sleep for the next 1 week, 2 days, 3 days, 2 weeks, 1 month. So today I'll be looking at the entire markets today. And first of all, we do the tradition here. We look at what we have for the day and for the week and everything ahead, and we go for the best pairs. I usually tell my students and my mentees that whether I like it or not, there's an opportunity, there's a trade opportunity every 4 hours, at most every 4 hours. There are always 10, 20, 50 to 100 pips in every 4 hours. Your own is just to, dissect the way you dissect your chicken, the way you, cook your food from beginning to end, and many other things. Are you getting me? So it's very easy. So first of all, I usually start with what's it called? My economic calendars and put my time to +1, which is Lagos, Nigeria. So today, what do we have? Today we are still today is 19th of June, 10:37. As I time of this recording is 10:37 a.m. and we are looking at some. Today I think I'll be looking at some exotic pairs and leaving the main pairs like the DXY, the dollar, the gold, the euro, the pounds. I'll just be leaving them. I will talk about them maybe at the end of the video, but today I'll be looking at some pairs that I believe has the best status for us today. So just give me time while I first of all dissect my economic calendar. So this week, today is Monday, June. We don't have anything interesting. The only thing I know we have interesting is what's it called, the Canada RPM. I don't think that's interesting. So let me go to this week. This week, let's see what we have this week. I think there are more of pounds news and US news than they are the ones that are dominating this week for us. So what I think we'll have, the one will have 3 marks. So we'll have building permits tomorrow. Building permit tomorrow. They will have an RBA meeting for the AUDs, the Aussies. They will have the USD, the building permit. What do we have again? They will have CPI Tuesday tomorrow. CPI tomorrow, 7 a.m. CPI for the pounds, which that there's going to be a lot of movements. The CPI data always have a lot of movement. Then on USD, we'll have Fed Chair testify in the New York session from 3 p.m. So that's on Tuesday. Then, sorry, on Wednesday. Is that Wednesday? Okay, CPI is on Wednesday. Sorry, not Tuesday. Wednesday, the 21st of June. CPI for the pounds is on Wednesday. Then the morning, then the afternoon, the New York session. That's the London session. The New York session. We have this. On Thursday, 22nd of June, do we have anything? Do we have anything? Yes, we have the chef. The chef interest rate, that's the Swiss franc interest rate decision would be around 8 a.m. That's New York session, sorry, London session. Then we'll have the existing non sales coming up on Thursday also in the, what's it called, in the New York session. Then what do we have again? We have crude oil inventories for those who are trading crude oil. The New York session also. Then we still have, that's on Friday. It's important on Friday. We have the Germany manufacturing PMI. It's an important news. So that's what I don't trade on this day, on these particular times. I just look at my, if I'm swinging, I look at my swings and see if it's going to affect my, trailing stop loss. If I'm in profits already, I use something called trailing stop loss so that once we get to trailing stop loss house will be in profits. We don't use then probably maybe break even depending on what it end around 4:15, 14, that's at 2:45 p.m. We'll have the service PMI. I think we start have an important news. Here is the important news on Friday. Friday. Don't we have any important news on Friday? Jobless claim or something. Friday for the US. Okay, let's leave. Okay, let's see. Okay, service PMI coming up. Don't worry any other thing again. So just generally let's leave there. Let's come to, so today I'll be talking about USDCAD. USDCAD, the US dollar, Canadian dollar. There's something I have here, and this is, being a market structure trader and price action trader, I usually use a lot of, confluences, and I believe you guys have seen this pattern before. Double top, and that double top again, then break a particular, then we test, then continue going. So I'll take this off and start my analysis the way I usually do it on the monthly. On the monthly, we are bearish, seriously bearish on the Canadian dollar. Here we have what's it called? This was our last close for the month of the year. In the year 2015, December, we had a close there. We didn't break above. We came back in 2020 after 5 years. And all we just could do was weak above. All we could do was just weak above. A lot of people don't like the US card, but I have a reason why I'm pulling this up, because I'm a market structure trader and price action trader. So since we do not have that, we came in again 2022. Couldn't, since then we've been struggling since October in a range. So what I'm seeing here right now, I see that the market is in a premium zone. So PD range, this is a discount zone, this is a premium zone. So I'll prefer selling from premium, buying from discount. So there are a lot of things I look at when I'm doing my analysis. So directional bias this month, after 11 days to go, what our candle has been seriously bearish so far. So this is giving me a direction that USDCAD might be bearish. So I don't use the monthly to, I just use it for a direction and see what my monthly is doing. My monthly is seriously bearish. 15, even though we divide the month into two, we have 50, about 19 days gone already. I'll have just 11 days to go, and our monthly candle is seriously bearish. So for that, I think I would have started selling from here. I'll show you some of my trades, why I've been selling from that place. And so for that, I'll drop down to the weekly. So dropping down to the weekly, I don't want this video to be too long. Dropping down to the weekly, you can see that approaching this previous 2015, is it 2020? 2020 range, we have been, finding some kind of resistance on those areas. And what I usually do as a market structure trader, I don't just use trend line, I tend to drive the market and how it has been playing. So the market actually, found resistance in these areas. So there was a lot of resistance in these areas which we broke out from, as you can see. So we have a first resistance, resistance before we found a means to, shift break structure. We tested the demand zone, broke structure again, creating more demand zone. So to me, this is a demand zone. To me, this is a demand zone. So from here right now, I'll just, probably I'll break it down. I'll be talking about USDCAD, EURCAD, NZCAD, AUDCAD, what I'm bearish on them. I get into. Let me just start from here. So this is my demand zone. After that, resistance. So since this is a demand zone for me on the weekly, what do? I usually, put a trend line. This is a growth trend line I usually put. So we'll be finding support on this trend line for some time now. So you understand? So for us to be breaking it and other things are happening also, I will give you that confidence. So where are we right now? This is where we are right now. This is where we are right now. So all I can see here is we had previous support in the month of November 2022. Then we came to February 2023. That support, I will be finding some kind of support until this candle came and broke all these supports. And that's a significant break. So I'll take that as a break of structure. It's driving us to the downside. So whatever I have on USDCAD right now is driving us from where we are. We bring this down. It should be driving us all the way to our new support. So if I'm going to swing this, I'm going to swing that. I'm going to swing that. That's about 3220 to 2747. So that's about, let me say, 3200 to 3800. 3800. That's about 500 pips to the downside. 0.1 is $500. 1 lot is $5,000. 10 lot is $50,000. So depending on your capital, you reach only 1 to 5% of your capital, you can actually, find a very, very good entry on this pair and enter. So first confluence I'm looking at, we're breaking these all important supports from the beginning, from the downside. And second confluence, sometimes I use my, 20 EMA and 50 EMA. So if I can bring my 50 EMA in, what is happening here? You can see that we're about turning bearish already. So 20 can cross 50, and that's bearish, signal for me also to start, selling to the downside. So aside from that, I have how many confidence? This trend line from downside, first confidence, breaking previous ranging support, second confidence, and my EMA 50 and 20 EMA also, third confidence. Then what again? Market structure, support, what confidence. So we just look for a lot of confidences to enter this market. So what do I have here? I know it's boring already, but it's imperative that you make a proper analysis of your pair. This is the problem a lot of traders have. They don't make proper analysis of their pair. So even though this is a demand to continue this market to the upside, at least follow areas of value. I always talk about this, straight from areas of values like this, and you will always be, win out of 10 trades, you might win up to 8, at least 7, 6, and that is 60% is a good risk to reward ratio. 60% win rate is a very good one, because you'll be profitable when you're 60%, and always taking maybe 1 to 5 reward ratio. So maybe it's a 1 to 5, risking 100 pips to get 500 pips is a very, very good reward ratio. So those are what I look at. I don't look at what I'm going to earn today. I'm still a young man. I need my sanity together. I don't need all these rush hour trades you see us doing, scalping this and that. No, I don't do that. I look for good setups, good confluences, and just enter them, go to bed knowing where we are going. Again, so this on the weekly. So for the weekly to tell me this, I would definitely go to my daily. A lot of my group, a lot of people are sending me messages because of this is just now. I'm doing a proper, dropping something very huge for us today. So when I went to my daily, I still saw, we have 4 conferences. And the last conference I saw the daily today is that first of all, we have this resistance, we had under resistance. So I connected my dot with this, what's it called? This resistance triangle. So this is where the market closed previously. I connected those dots. So coming back again, when we came back up here, we broke the structure. So if we go to the 4-hourly chart, show you something. 4-hourly chart, this market was finding it hard to break the structure. So we had a fifth, descending triangle, reversal chart pattern that broke to the downside, and we came back and we tested that particular, resistance support, that particular, descending triangle that we couldn't break again. So that was my first confidence. So getting that second confidence again, I was able to say that this chart is bearish. So I did something else again in the 4-hourly chart, and I sold from here. That was what gave me my confidence on gold and Euro USD to start, buying Euro USD and all that. So you can use a multi-asset analysis, do a multi-asset analysis that can give you a confidence to enter your pounds. Go and watch my videos on my pounds, USD gold, Euro USD, AUD USD setups. So I can't talk about them here again. And you know me, I don't go less than the 4-hourly chart to take, my bias. So my 1-hourlies are for my entries. My 1-hourlies are for my, price action, and my 15 minutes are for my entries. I don't go less than that. So for you to see this, trust me, trading is maybe just take this home today. Trading is 10% technical analysis and 90% psychology. Because if you've been following this up and you know that your monthly candle is your monthly sell is being seriously bearish, your weekly is bearish, giving you a lot of full confidence already, then your monthly, your daily is bearish also. Then you should not. It's not about the bearishness alone, because a lot of people confuse candles itself for their trades. You've seen resistance already here. We have previous resistance at the back. And what's causing those resistance? You find out from your technical analysis, your fundamental analysis, your sentiment analysis, and you have what's it called, a demand zone here, under here, all the way since 5th of August 2022. Definitely we'll need to come into that demand to see if we can find demand to take us back to the next resistance. So since you have those 6 confluences already, then why are you scared trading from your areas of value? So I will just use the 4-hourly chart to trend the weekly. So I usually use my daily chart to trend my monthly. I usually use my daily chart to determine what's happening on the monthly, why the monthly is seriously bearish. This is the candle you are seeing on the monthly. This is the 1st of June till now. Why is the monthly seriously bearish? This is the reason I've just shown to you right now on the monthly. I've shown you that this is the monthly. Why is that monthly candle bearish? Go to the daily, you find it. Why is your weekly bearish? Go to the 4-hourly, you find it. Why is your weekly bearish? Go to the 4-hourly chart, you find it. Why is your 4-hourly chart bearish? Go to the daily chart, you find it. Are you getting it? That's just price action for you. I'm just giving you price action out there. So probably I will just do this video for USDCAD and do shorter videos for what's it called? For the EURCAD, the AUD and the rest of them. You get me? Because if you apply your chart patterns, applying your price action patterns, you know that since this market has been bearish, since this market has been bearish all the way down, are you getting it? You should know that getting to this particular resistance, we have to find a bearish reversal pattern, which I found one here. What can you see here? This is a 1-hourly. as for you to know that you should know what you're doing. On the 1 hourly, we had what is called a head and shoulders pattern here, which we break to the downside after this resistance. So you just have to, calculate well before making decisions. If I was here, like today's the 15th of June, I would have seen that we have a bearish pressure coming from the downside. Are you getting it? Probably go to the 4 hourly chart. You can see the bearish pressure coming from the downside, knowing that when we get to this sort of areas, we'll find resistance. But before we can enter, we need something that can tell us that it's going down. And on the 15-minute chart, the price action was even going well there. Since I'm using the 15-minute chart to drive the 4 hourly chart, you can see that we actually broke the upside, showing character the upside for a, what's it called? Overall, we are bearish. We found resistance there and we broke, and you entered from here, you would have taken over 3,300, 310, 300 to probably 3,200. That's over 100 pips. That would have been a very, very good risk to reward trade, or and that is even telling you that you will definitely break this particular support on the 4 hourly chart I'm showing you right now. So the markets are always right. You are the one that is failing to do what? To analyze the market incorrectly to your favor. So since you know that we've broken structure with this candle, which is very clear on the 4 hourly chart, that's a clear break. We broke a structure here. So since we broke a structure here, all you just need to do is wait for probably a retracement back to this 4 hourly supply, and which definitely I told you that the 4 hourly structures are definitely what's strong. So let this trend line go. So sorry, don't let that trend line go. So the rectangle, that's overall break of structure we're having. This was a support from the back that we're broken right now. I get it. So if this is truly gonna go to the downside, this is what you should look out for. The last supply we had was this here. So this was the last supply that we broke. So this was what caused the break of structure. If you can think back, so you can take this off or a bit, bring it back. This is the last supply. Whatever we're looking at for right now is coming to the supply and finding a switch again to continue to the downside, because if you can switch back to the downside around this area, probably you will change your character, breaking structure, change your character, using here, like on your 15 minutes time frame, finding an entry from this sort of areas. Are you getting it? It can take you 500 pips to the downside. Are you getting it? So that's how to trade, because anything that will make us break back this supply, changing character back to the upside, will come back here, turn this whole area back to demand zone. You can find demand continue going. So your confluences, the market are always there for you to show you if this is truly going to be a break of structure to the downside, because if that's going to be a break of structure to the downside, they're just going to retrace into the supply and break structure again. Then you can find the next supply that is 100% conservative and switch to the downside. So that's just one thing you need to do. So we'll end this video here and upload for USDCAD setup to just show people how the market actually works while I go to EURCAD, NZCAD, EUDCAD videos. Are you getting? So USDCAD is already showing me what is going to happen for the CAD pairs already. So I'll just go to maybe EURCAD to find us 100 to 200 pips setup, so that we can trend this market to the downside. Are you getting it? So how many conferences have I given you? I've given more than 10 conferences right now. First of all, my structures. Then I think the fifth conference I gave was this daily market structure break and retest, because this is go and look for the structure, double top. This is double top, and that double top again. I guess. And how do you find out if this is really a double top? This is going to be a double top if we break below to find the change of character. So this is my daily change of character here that is about forming right now. Are you getting it? Then it still corresponds with this minor change of character you're having here. It still corresponds with this minor, because this was a break, double top formation. So it has broken right now with this candle. So this has broken that candle. We're supposed to come back up a bit. Are you getting it? Come back up a bit, then break down to this area. So probably use your Fibonacci retracement tools as 6 options for us to come back into maybe a 0.382 and 0.5 and 0.618 kill zone and take it down. So if this is going to work, what do you do then? You use your Fibonacci levels, and if we start switching back from 0.382, and what I tell you about every first change of character. Now, this is another confidence, and maybe the 7th or 8th confidence I'm giving you right now. After you break to the downside, if truly you are reversing from there, what happens? We only reverse back to 0.382. That's on that confidence I'm giving you now. First change of character, if we're switching back to the downside, 0.382 or 0.3 area. So this area, we might switch from there to come back to the downside. And the first, if we're switching from here to the downside, the first take profit will be your Fibonacci trend extension from here to here to here, where we'll get our 0.782, 0.618 take profit. So that's I just have to trend the market. So let me end the training section for the USDCAD and how the market actually works. Trust me, the markets are never wrong. You are the one that is failing to analyze it correctly to your favor. Are you getting it? So I've just shown you a lot of, you can watch the video over and over again and study each of the confluences I've dropped here for you to know that this market are actually never wrong. You are the one that is failing to analyze the market correctly, because sentimentally, we are not supposed to break below any support or resistance. So once a support resistance break, if support breaks, it will test and continue. If a resistance breaks, it will test and continue. This is your entries. These are supposed to be your entries, not inside here. So if you are a position trader, this would have been a very, very good trade for you to enter right now. Then if you are a swing trader, you can swing your 4-hourly chart, and 2, 3, 4, 5 days, one day you can just make a lot of money out of this market, because this is still a bearish pressure from the downside. So 10th confluence coming back here, finding a switch to the take us to the downside. Some people take profit here, but me, sometimes if I'm scalping it, I can just take partial profit there and leave most of my trade to come back and swing this to the downside. So that's just how to trade, which might is to happen, because this is a 4-hourly candle. Each of this candle represents what? 4 hours. So I've given you the under 11th confluence right now. This is a confluence. This is a confluence. Knowing that if we break back into this, break this confluence, test it, we're going to go to the next resistance level. So let me end this USDCAD top-down analysis session for you right here while I do the other trade analysis. So while I edit this, you guys, I'll upload this so that you guys can be watching, so that you can assist you in my euro and other card analysis. Take care. Bye. Okay, this will be very, very fast. After doing my USDCAD top-down analysis from the monthly, why the monthly is bearish, while I'm going the bearish ways. Today we have 2 sets of trades. The first one I'm looking at, oh well, it's running already. The first one I'm looking at, using those conferences I mentioned from the USDCAD video, will be EURCAD. This is the best of the best I could find today. So first of all, you know what we usually do? We go to the monthly time frame to find out whatever is happening on our pair while we are going to choose bearish over bullishness. So what I can see for first of all is that the monthly is bearish. So I can go to another pair, now what's it called, broker. Let me go for rest.com broker. Let's see if I have anything there. No. So first of all, last month was bearish, as you can see, and I'm getting a bearish engulfing candle vibes, which is definitely showing me a sign of reversal to the downside. And we switched, change character to the downside with this. We brought structure and change character to the downside with this candle. So I'm trying to analyze the monthly. So use my Fibonacci retracement levels, and you can see that we are in our Q zone and we might likely reverse to the downside. Are you getting? So if this is a reversal down to the downside, we'll continue by analyzing this bearish engulfing candle I'm seeing there on the monthly. So if that's a monthly, and there's a resistance here, because this was the last, what's it called? This was the last lower high we had on the monthly. If you go to your daily, you see that as a lower high. Is you're seeing it as a one candle because it's actually the monthly candle. So I told you I was very fast on this pair. So since that's we have, that's the last lower high. You can see it on the daily. If you want to join your monthly, go to your daily and find out what is happening on your daily. So that was the last resistance candle we had on the monthly. So if that's the case, I'll put a what's it called, rectangle here and say that okay, definitely that's why we have this. I love areas of value very much. We have support which got broken and turned resistance, and September 2021 turned resistance, then came back again. Now we find the resistance, and me, I usually do this all the time. I would say this is liquidity that's been taken right now. So this whole area is liquidity that's been taken. So if that liquidity has been taken, that means we took it to the upside. Then this was our last time. This was our last support. So if this is our last support, further analyze this market, see whatever is happening. So I have liquidity there. So if that is look at from the monthly. Let me go back again so that I will not be too fast. On the monthly, we have a bearish engulfing. How did that bearish engulfing come by? We came to the daily to find out the price action of what is happening on that bearish engulfing. And we could see this thing can move very fast. What we could see was, a lot of messages entering my phone. I'm using my phone as what's it called? On the monthly, on the daily, you see the price action that I've shown you. We have a former support, turn resistance again, and turn resistance again. So definitely that's what's bringing the bearish vibes on the on the monthly. So if that's what's bringing the bearish vibe on the monthly, and we approach that resistance again and falling down, we have to reanalyze. So as you can see, price action. I'm going to bring price action in right now. So follow me and don't get carried away. Don't get carried away. Follow me and let's drive this market in our favor. So if this was our last support levels, we are here right now. So, and these are last resistance. Definitely that means we're going to trade in between this support and resistance. So we're trading in between this resistance and this new daily support and this monthly resistance. What do you know about the market? The higher time frame supersedes the lower time frame, and I can see that we're taking liquidities already. So what's the point of going backward to take more liquidity? So if that should be the case, I'll analyze these move that we have on the downside if truly you are coming back to break this support retest and continue going to the downside. And monthly is telling me that it's bearish already, so I want to know if we're going to break this support to the downside. Therefore, I will expand whatever we have on the daily right now. So what we have on the daily right now is that if I follow up this price action right now, this market actually was, moving to the upside, finding that resistance to that liquidity before we came and took that liquidity. Then we came back to, we broke structure to the upside. So follow me, price action, follow me. After breaking that structure to the upside, continue this market to the upside, we came to 0.5 Fibonacci retracement levels. And what I tell you, you enter from here after a break of structure, wait for retracement, enter from your 0.5, 0.6 skill zone, take it to the next level. The next level is using your Fibonacci trend extension from here to here to here. So if this was today, we would have taken this trade to 0.786 retracement level, taken from 500 44500 to 4900. That's about 400 pips to the upside. 400 pips to the upside. That would have been a very, very good, risk to reward trade for you. This is what we do as a market structure traders. Then what do you do again? You wait for another one to break a structure to the upside. So how many break of structure do we have just now? One, had one, we had another one here. Yes, and so we had two break of structures to the upside there. I have a reason of driving it like this so that you can see whatever we're doing. So we have a break of structure to the upside there. So since that was our break of structure, what do you do again? This was your new, there was a break of structure here. One, enter again. Take profit 0.786 or 0.618. That's on that trade I've gotten again. So from here, 600 to about 9,400. That would have been a very good trade again. You would have entered again as a market structural trader. So aside from that, we take this off. We'll have another break of structure here. Break of structure. So since we have another break of structure, here now becomes our new support zone. As you can see, we have a new support there. Since it's a break of structure. So look at wash now. What happened coming down? Go to the 4-hourly chart if you want to drive the, probably go to the lower time frame and drive this. Now look at, when we got to that major resistance, it will definitely give you a sign. The monthly resistance, remember that is a monthly resistance now. When we go to the monthly resistance, so when we get to this kind of areas, you should know that you should be looking at your higher time frames, your weekly or your daily, your daily time frame, let's go to daily time frame. You should know that when we're approaching this resistance, a reaction will happen that will definitely tell us that this market has done switch to the downside. So the problem I think most traders are having is that they don't look at their higher time frames to judge as their buyers. Definitely we know that these are previous areas of value. This was a previous support turned resistance. So what you should be waiting for is when this market approaches the area, what will happen? Is it going to continue blowing to the upside or is it going to switch to the downside? When it switch to the downside, take a trade from there and drive that market to the next resistance, because you have taken a trade from here, 900, you would have made on that over 900 to 300, that about 600 pips to the downside again before this bounce that is happening right now to continue this market to the downside. So I have a reason of driving this market like this so that you guys will not get carried away and follow your buyers very well. So I drew this market whereby I found this break of structure and this break of structure. So breaking this structure alone, breaking this support alone is now giving me my major confidence that, okay, since we have a double top here, and I usually tell you that once a market, for you to determine a double top, this last support needs to break. So that's a double top formation for me on the, on the 4-hourly chart. So after that double top that we broke to the downside, shining character to the downside, I was expecting a retracement. So there's no much retracement happening. For that retracement not to happen up to higher, so if I can expand this and take this double top off, you would have been expecting a higher retracement, but every switch to the downside does not get to a 0.5. Imagine that this one even retraced from 0.236 retracement level. Are you getting it? That is very, 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 very bearish for us because we're even supposed to come to 0.382. Since we're not getting that vibe and you're seeing this switch and breaking your previous support, what confidence, you should know that you would have taken a trade from these areas of value. And if you are taking that area of value, you would have taken this trade to that major next support. And what is happening on this support right now? I'll drive this market for you again. So our trade for today, I'll be giving you right now is that as it stands, until we break this to the upside, this market is what? Bearish. So for that reason, this was my last after changing character to the downside here. So this is a change of character. Don't get carried away. If you want me to go to the daily time frame for you to see what is actually happening, how I mentioned that place change of character is this. Remember that we have a break of structure here. So for this market to supposed to continue, it's supposed to retrace to our demand zone. Are you getting it? And continue this market. But instead, we broke our demand, that support zone or demand zone to the downside, retesting it and switching to the downside. So that's telling me that this market is what? Bearish already. Are you getting it? So for that to tell me that this market is bearish, and we change character to the downside here, majorly here, and this was a resistance on the daily. EURCAD is what? Bearish. So to further drive this market, I'll come to the 4-hourly chart and just say, okay, this is our last what? Lower high. So this lower low breaking structure to the downside, we came for a lower high. So if I use my Fibonacci retracement levels, you will see came for our lower high, the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, which corresponds with our previous support areas that has been broken. And if you have taken this trade from 0.5, you'd have driven this market all the way down from 6235, 46235 to 428. It's like 300. So 635, 333, 35 pips to the downside. So why am I selling now? That's today now. Why am I selling? So after taking this market to this support, I'm waiting for a retracement to the upside. So remember, this is a Q zone. I'm waiting for a retracement to the downside, which we perfectly retested. And if I take this off, that was a Q zone. So that's to know if we're really going to break that daily support. This is the daily support. Oh, we're coming back there. That's a Q zone that will have the which corresponds with our previous, what's it called? Break of structure. So we have a break of structure here too. Have a break of structure to the downside. This was a lower high, a lower low, sorry, lower high. Now we have another lower low again. So we have a break of structure 3. Then is my what's it called? EMA saying the same thing. Yes, my EMA is saying the same thing. So if I go to the daily structure, remember we're trying daily structure, we have the 20 EMA guiding us also that once we get to that EMA, find resistance. Now we're finding resistance on that EMA again to the downside. Remember, this is a daily structure. We're trending, having support before we broke it with this candle. Remember. So there are a lot of things that's telling you that, guy, enter this market. Don't worry, the market will go to your favor. So this EURCAD have been trending for you because if truly this market was supposed to go to the upside, we're supposed to continue this EMA to the upside, but instead we switched to the downside. So I usually use my 20 EMA also as confidence. See, if I was you, breaking this EMA is on that signal. So I've gotten more than 4-5 strategies out of just one market structure analysis. Just one market structure analysis. You can use the 20 EMA. If you have been buying from here, knowing that, okay, just imagine, let's go back now. We broke structure to the upside. They were supposed to come back to the downside 0.5 and also corresponding with our 20 EMA would have sold, you would have bought all the way to the upside. So use your EMA as confluences, use your market structure as confluences, and this is now rejecting the 20 EMA again. Now, let's take 20 EMA off. Again, since we know that's a rejection, that is also rejecting our 0.5 Fibonacci retracement as it did here. If I bring that 20 EMA back, as it did here, you can see that that's another confluence I will not be counting. So follow up, count for me. Maybe at the end of this video, if I watch it again, I can count how many confluences I have here right now. So this is another one. I get it. So since I have 0.5 already, this is trading to the downside. Let me just finish with this video. This is a break of structure to the downside. So came back with testing. How many things are you saying here? If we go to the 4-hourly chart, we have a break of structure to the downside. We're testing this previous support, now turn resistance, coupled with our Fibonacci Q zone, 0.5, 0.6 Fibonacci Q zone. And let's further go to the downside to see whatever is happening. So this is a 4-hourly chart. We have 2 hours, 39 minutes to go. So probably you should not hurry to enter. Well, if I can go to the downside to find an entry, what more am I saying? This market is actually doing something. After connecting my dots again, what are you seeing? This is a bearish, what's it called? Ascending. You can call it a wedge, or you can call it a channel. This market was coming and enter into ascending channel that has 60% possibility of what breaking to the downside. So for me to find that, I would let my ascending wedge formation. So what do we need to do? Previous, as in 100% to know that we're definitely falling to the downside. We need to break this support. Once we can break that support and break this support trend line, then we test it. Then I know definitely we're coming down. Then aside from that, I will look for something else. Are you seeing anything else? These are new resistance as we had on our daily. These are daily 4-hourly resistance right now. So our daily corresponding with our previous support, now turn resistance. These are our first resistance. Then find something else again, probably a price action pattern. So if I'm saying here, I'm saying something, but I have to go to the maybe lower time to show you clearly. So if I go to my 1-hour time frame and find out whatever is happening, this was our last areas of value. This was our last area of value. We were having resistance, previous resistance. So if I can extend that, you see that we are having previous resistance that we broke to the upside and came to our Q zone, 4-hourly Fibonacci Q zone, came back, didn't break it, we tested it, now we're breaking it. Are you getting it? So what are you seeing there? Area of value. So I'm taking a trade all the way from here right now, and I'm seeing something else. What can you see? A head and shoulders pattern. This one, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So on that confluence again, I'm saying again, and if we break to the downside, breaking all the way to these previous support zones, I guess, and it definitely will break all the way. So from 4418 all the way to 4435, that's about 80 pips. I don't know, calculate that for me. I should calculate that with my price. Where is it? Where are you? Price range here to here. How many pips is that? That's about 85 pips to the downside. Are you getting it? So we're entering this trade right now. I'll be dropping this video so that you guys can watch and enter the trade, but I will drop the signal first. So entry is the break of this neckline. So if I should take this back a bit, the break of, first of all, how many confidence do we have? We have a previous, this is an area of value, we have a head and shoulders pattern, we have a Fibonacci retracement Q zone, and we're breaking structure to the downside. We're testing it and breaking this particular support trend line. So we'll have 1, 2, confluence, 3, 4. First confluence we have was the 4-hour support, now turn resistance. Then we have head and shoulders pattern, which is reversal pattern to the downside. Now we are breaking to the downside right now. Then we are breaking our, as we are breaking our, what's it called? Ascending channel break and retest to the downside. That's 5. Then we have the 6th one, which is called a drop-based drop strategy, 6. So we have 6 confluence. That's enough for us to see that we have a very good A plus what setup. So if I should go back to the 4-hourly chart, I will first of all use the target of, if I should take this as a target and pull here, you see where we're coming to. So if you're taking this trade from here or taking this trade from here conservatively, you can see that we're coming to 41400. So 1.41. So TP, last TP. So we can put it last TP probably 4.4150. So instead of that, I don't use this. So let me not use that. I will use my Fibonacci trend extension level. So taking this, putting this here, and putting this at the last lower high, and it's giving us the first take profit. Our first take profit is the first TP. First TP. So probably I'll just increase to round figure 4850. That's 1.42. 1.4285. Then second TP will be 1.4220. Second TP. Don't FOMO, even though it's going down, don't worry. Just wait for your confluences to build up fully before you take trades. So 4.422220, 4230, even though you put it, so that maybe if we hit with more probably a sniper entry to back to the upside, no problem. So whatever I'm seeing here right now, this is my first TP, which corresponds with the support from the backside, daily support. Let's go back to the daily support, which corresponds to that daily support. So I'll calculate how many pips trade this is, which corresponds to daily support, which definitely, if this is truly a break of structure to the downside, continuation to the downside, we'll take out all this with our second TP. Liquidity with our second TP, because that's liquidity from the first TP is the support of our, what's it called? First TP will be support of our coming back to this support zone. And yet in the second TP will take out all those liquidity on the daily back. So from here we are right now, we have 4.4. Then we bring the price range in. Taking a trade from here right now. So first TP is 134 pips. Let me just say 130 pips to the downside. 0.1 is $130. 0.2 is $260. One lot is $1,300. 10 lot is $13,000. So this is a very, very good quality setup. I've just analyzed for you. So let me do the what's it called? Risk to reward short position. So I've taken this trade already all the way from 420. Then probably I'll be using 420 to 460. So I'll put my, what's it called, 475 above. Do you know what I'm putting above? I'm bringing it to 475 over 60 or 50 pips to the upside, because I don't want any funny scenario that will come back and break the structure to the upside. Because we'll come back and break this, which is not going to happen. according to all the analysis I've given, all the confluences intact, more than 6 confluences intact, rejecting from here, not definitely. I know that is a very good trade, even though I enter with 10 lots, it's a very good trade for me to ride all the way to the downside. My first TP is 2.5 risk to reward ratio. My second TP will now be 3 risk to reward ratio. So it's a very good trade for me to take. So I'd rather take this quality setup trade. So if I can take this off by 100, hold on. Did I give the second TP, what's it called? From where we are right now. So the second TP is 200 pips to the downside. That's about, it's going to get there. So you can leave this trade to swing and run. It's going to get there. So let me just say 200 pips to the downside. That's about 10. That's about $200 for one lot. Then that's about, what's it called? That's about $2,000 for one lot entry. That's about $20,000 for 10 lots, and that's about $10,000 for. So only this trade can even complete if firm account of $10,000 for you or $10,000. My $10,000 account, which has a what's it called, $500 drawdown. You can use 0.2. Take one more trade, you complete that profit. Sorry. Then $20,000, which you have on what's it called, $1,000, and you have a 60 piece, 70 piece, you can use 0.5 2 times 0.5 on that 0.5 on this trade will give you $1,000. Probably you take 4 more trades, quality trades like this, complete your phase 1, and look for just quality trades. Quality trades like this can actually give you whatever you're looking for. So let me put entry here. So you can enter now, because uploading this video might take time, but what you should be looking out for is this. First of all, this now lastly, first of all, you'll be looking out for your head and shoulder pattern break. Are you getting it? Let this break properly. Probably you can enter now, since it's breaking at your confluence from daily. You can enter from here now, put your stop loss below above here, then entry from entry 4420. We are there right now. 0.4440. Let me put exactly where we are right now. Just enter now. Put your stop loss above there. Use a very good ratio, but don't risk more than 1 to 5% of your capital. Enter from there, because this is a head and shoulder pattern that will break. Still has to about 2 hours 27 minutes to go. So before then, this video would have uploaded. So we're capitalizing on this candle to break below, then probably drive it on your lower frame price action. As you can see, to show you there is the price action. You can see that we're broken structure. Right? So let's come down a bit and do a 0.386382 Fibonacci retracement level. So we should be looking out for, if truly this is it, is coming all the way to 0. As entry from here. If truly this is the break, entry from there, as you can see. So entry from 1.22, 1.7, 0.38. Remember, I switched back to the downside, 0.382. Don't forget. So these are our entry from here, because definitely we are supposed to come and test here again. If we cannot break it, they will start, breaking structure to the downside. So I don't know, probably a 1, 2, 3 usually breaks a structure, 4 comes out to retest that broken structure, then 5 to the downside, and continue on ABC move again. 1, 2, 3 breaks, 4, 5, then ABC break down again. So that's just it. Let me just end this video here and see a conservative entry between this area. You can enter from here, put your stop loss above this high. Are you getting it? Because definitely cannot break above this previous high. You can see, even though the lower time frame, you can see your structures doing what? Forming well for you, because it was a previous 15 minutes now. Previous support, now turn resistance. So if we are coming back to break above it, is a wrong sign to continue this market to the upside. So learn market structure, apply for mentorship course, you are good to go. So it's not really about uploading the video now. This can take the whole of this week to get to you. But you sleeping, waking up, sleeping, knowing that no matter what is happening, you have this trade in your fingertips already. You can sleep well, not all those emotions you're running. See me now doing this video, I'm not even bothered, because I know that the people can come back here to this trend line of what's it called, 389 or 388, 390s area, and bounce back. Are you getting it? We cannot break it, then not start breaking down. So this trade we just have fingertips here right now. So you can actually scalp this to the downside and scalp it back up again. Probably you are playing with maybe 40, 50 pips, 30, 40, 50 pips, 20 pips, 40 pips, under 80 pips, 40 pips, and that one again. So just, if you're scalping it, I'm just giving you a scalping strategy right now. So just follow up, because we're taking liquidities already. So definitely, since we've taken all these liquidities with this already, the market needs to do a bit of reversal then before coming back and breaking down. So let me upload this for you guys to watch. I've given you an entry, I've also spelled it out in the group chat. So let me upload this. Let me not just talk too much. Let me just upload this for you guys to see. So after every taking of these liquidities on the lower time frame, we'll reverse a bit and start flushing it down. So that's how the market works. So my name still remains Mr. Amari Nelson, the CEO of Vision X Limited. And I'm just here to show you how this market works and how I trade. And some people will say that, guy, sometimes you just enter a trade and just go and lose for some days, because I've done a proper analysis. I've followed my economic calendars, anything that can distract my euro and Canadian. I'm not having any more euro or Canada news this week. So definitely it cannot just come and start taking me out. I guess the market cannot just come and start taking me out. The only things I know we'll have this week are the pounds news, USD news. So I would rather go for a market that I can sleep and know that within 2 or 3 days, my take profit will hit. I guess. And so I'm selling you UD using these what's it called, head and shoulders pattern first to the downside, which will definitely, if we bring it, will break this, we test it and continue selling to the downside. So this is what I have for you now. So take care and bye for now. I still wish Pastor Victor happy birthday, and my principal, my mentor, so the person I've always looked up to, even before he became Speaker of Delta State House Assembly, now the Governor of Delta State, the person I distinguished Right Honorable, His Excellency, distinguished Right Honorable Sheriff Obori. I wish you a happy birthday. Silver are good, I have none, but this is money you are seeing here. So check your capital, check yourself, look how much you can risk that can, accommodate your account that can accommodate over 60 pips to the upside. Enter from here, wait for your sniper entry from here, take 200 pips to the downside. $200 in our area, $200 about 150,000 naira right now. That's $2,000 about 1.5 million naira, which conservatively you can make within the next 1 week. So take care and bye for now. Bye.